Charlie, I wanted to start with you and say, where did you get the idea for this? Why did you want to make this particular show?
Old people are funny. You know, and I don't know why there weren't more of them on TV. And I thought, gosh, something's missing there. I'm going to get really, really rich. No, I just, look, I have always enjoyed writing for the older cast members on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, the characters that play our parents. And I came to Paul and I was talking to him about this idea. And Paul had also written a couple movies in retirement.
One movie, one TV show.
Yeah, and I also worked in a retirement community when I was 19, and just the world felt fun. And of course, who didn't love the Golden Girls? And I just felt like that was missing from the television landscape. So we wrote it, and then got so incredibly lucky to get this cast and have Pat come on to help us run the show, and it's just been a dream ever since.
Do they ever give you any trouble?
These guys?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they're the best. I mean, it's such a thrill to write for these guys. They are the best. It's like there's no weak link. You know that usually on a cast there is a clear weak link. There's always somebody you're like, oh, what are we going to do about this guy? There's no one here. Everybody is great.
We're all weak links.
Exactly, yeah.
Vicki, I just want to make sure you're comfortable in this seat, or if you'd like to switch, perhaps, with David.
I could switch it up a couple times to be okay.
So tell us a little bit about Margaret. We got an introduction to her, but how do you see her?
Ladies first. Margaret, she's sassy. She's outspoken. She's opinionated. She's usually right. She's a little raunchy.
Okay.
She's been around the block a few times.
She has been around the block a few times, sometimes in a stolen car.
Yeah.
Do you find any commonality with her? Do you find any, is there anything about you that you have in common with Margaret?
Yes. My daughter always says to me, like, you know when you see somebody doing something to your daughter and you say, you know what you should do? You should go over there and tell them a goddamn son of a bitch. And Courtney always says to me, your inner child is such a badass. Margaret is my inner child. Oh. She's a badass.
How fun for you.
She says it. No filter. She says it.
So are you having the best time with this role? Is it so much fun?
Yeah.
Now, are these two going to be kind of going head to head? I don't think that. I think there's a little power struggle forming.
Which
here.
two? Which two are going?
The gentleman to your left.
That's not a gentleman. That's David.
Well, David, Hank doesn't really seem to want to give in to everybody really hanging out with Margaret.
Why should he? There's no need. He doesn't have to. Yeah.
You don't. So you think this will be a continuing struggle between the two?
I hope so. I mean, I don't know. We're finding our own way. Nothing's written in stone. And for us, at least for me, you know, as an actor, we're walking a path, and we'll see. I mean, there are no limits. We can go anywhere.
Right. Well, tell us a little bit how you see Hank. What we mostly know about him was his wife left him for the big man upstairs.
Yeah, he's real basic, you know, old cranky black guy. That's what it is, you know? And I think it'd be funny, like, say if we all watched the Serena Williams match, I'm the only black person there. You know I'm going straight to Serena. That's it. He's betting on black every time. You know?
I'd be betting on a woman.
Yes.
I'd be standing up for Serena.
Absolutely, absolutely. He's real cool. I mean, I was listening to Vicki. Sometimes acting is just acting. It's not like I'm, voicing some inner part of me, but I know this type of person. I've had them in my life or experienced or been subjected to him. So I think I know this character, yeah.
Is it fun to kind of then turn it around and play somebody like that who you've been subjected to?
Yeah, man, just cranky I mean, you know those people that, like, are so cranky, like, I am smiling. It's like, really? Did you like the cake? Not really. That's their idea of a joke. Oh, does she look nice? Nah, not to me. That's just who he is. He's a cranky guy.
Well, Martin, tell us about Charlie. He certainly is a tall tale teller.
He is a tall tale teller, yes. Charlie, Well, in terms of identity, we have the African-American man, the female, the gay man, and I'm nothing. Just a plain piece of Wonder Bread. And he's not a tale teller so much. I think one thing, sadly, is that Charlie is the same age as I. And that is an age where your imagination and your memory kind of hold hands. And you might be maybe more imagining that it happened than it really did. Like in the pilot, of course, I mentioned that I was a roadie for Hendrix. Geez, I don't know. I'm not sure. I think that's one of his faults, is that nothing he says can be trusted. But that it's not meant to be a lie. It's just meant to embellish a fading life. Does that sound right? It's not sad. That's the other thing. It's not sad. What?
Creative memory.
Creative memory. Thank you, Dave.
He's having a good time. He's entertaining himself, you know? If you're starting from zero to make up your life again, it might as well be interesting.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Did you say starting from dirt? Or from birth? What?
Zero.
We all started from dirt, didn't we? Okay.
Starting from zero.
Okay.
Leslie, Sid, tell us about Sid. He's magical. Tell us
Well,
about
I
Sid.
went into audition. I was told Sid was a 73-year-old Jewish straight guy from Brooklyn. And so Paul was in the room. I walked in and said, I'm going to put a little different spin on this.
He did. He did.
And there were a lot of MEH. But I finally figured out that's nah. Yeah. I couldn't quite pull all that off. But I have to say that these guys have created this playground where there's no fear at all. You know, we can try anything, we can do anything. And halfway through the pilot, I thought to myself, this is so easy. And I thought, you know why? Because it's the closest I've ever been allowed in 34 years in the business to play me. And you think, well, how hard could that be? But, you know, having come from this very repressed Baptist upbringing and a lot of internal homophobia, you know, to be able to, at 63 years of age, to say I'm comfortable with who I am, what I am, perfectly, 100%. And that's Sid. And so, you know, it's a gift to me to be able to play this part.